there, thanks for joining me today. If you liked today's video, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button if you'd like to get heads up each week. Usually I post a video on Saturdays. Today's topic is going to be some suggestions that the lead can implement, pretty easy tricks to be a more easily followable partner, and this will help your partners be light in your arm too. So a couple tricks we can do. So number one is your frame, how you hold your lady. So I'm gonna have a pretend lady here, a big giant pillow. Okay. I never want to hold my lady on my side, and a lot of leads do this, especially in promenade. So I want to hold her in front of me. Okay, so I'm lifting the elbow up. This hand is in a karate position, okay? And I want to primarily connect with the lower inside palm instead of a flat hand, and certainly not wide fingers. That's going to encourage you to grab onto her. And this lady, this is creepy and uncomfortable. So thinking about elbow up, hand straight, so I have one dominant line with the hand rather than a bunch of lines. My hand is pointing down. If it's tango, it would be lower. The other ballroom dances would be higher. And finally, this frontal position, I want to think about holding her across this way instead of off to my side. This is going to give you a more dominant back line as well. So this would be poor posture, better posture. Hopefully we can see the difference there, okay? Next suggestion. Try to put your knees before your body when you go forward. I have a lower center of gravity as the lead. So you see on my tiny little arms, this is how most women are built. If they weigh more, it's usually just kind of fat on there. It's not actually big giant muscles. Very few women are built that way, okay? And if it is, even if she's larger up top, it's just fat. It does not have a lot of weight to it. It doesn't have any strength to it. So if you lead me with the arms, it's just going to go above my center. It doesn't really truly lead me. So as lead, my little trick is I want to focus on this leg, what looks to you to be her left leg, or what is her right leg. So I want to snuggle that leg, and I'm trying to go underneath that knee whenever I lead anything, okay? So the feet and the knees can go under her center, for example, in a feather. I'm going here. As opposed to many leads, particularly when they first start dancing, even competing, they try and stick her, oh, it's a left side lead. And they're trying to shove her places, especially into promenade, with their arms. So, for example, if I were to lead a lady into a promenade position, say from an open impetus, I'm going to keep this top line incredibly still. I'm thinking about going underneath of her with the knees and leading her with the feet rather than arms. Okay? So whatever we do leads this upstairs is going to be very still. It might look like I'm shaping it, but it's all the knees, which is underneath her center of gravity. A, she's probably lower than you, so she has a lower center of gravity. B, usually I carry my weight here as a lady in my thighs, in my keister, so you want to get below that. So her center is usually a lot lower than you think it is, okay? Another easy tip you can implement right out of the chute, even if you're a beginner, is telegraphing where you're going with your head. So many leads, particularly social dancers, look at the lady the whole time. This is a guaranteed wonky frame. Now, occasionally I'll look at my body, but I generally have a leftward poise because she's connecting through the right side of my body. So a little cheat you can use is always look where you're about to go, or in some cases you could look where you were. That's my cheat. Either look where you were or where you're going. I would say 85% of the time it's going to be looking where you're going, because man usually goes forward. But in a backwards figure, like a reverse wave, I'm going to look where I was. I'm dancing line of dance, looking where I was. Okay? Reverse turn in foxtrot, I would look where I was, but as soon as I can, I'm going to look to where I'm going. Okay? This will not only telegraph To the lady where you're about to dance, that gives her a great heads up so I can anticipate and follow likely. It telegraphs either leads in the floor, hey, I'm about to dance there. Or in this case, if he's going backwards, I'm going this way, get out of my way. You're gonna have substantially less floor craft issues and people if you're in your way if you show with your head where you're going. Another little cheat, don't look at the floor. This is a guaranteed being over the top of your girl. Look up and slightly above the heads of everyone else in the room. So this is gonna naturally give you a better posture that she can connect to easily rather than this. This is a concave shape. It's very difficult for me to snuggle up in there and connect to you and not be heavy. If I think about presenting my low right rib here up to my girl, I don't know if we can see this. I have a little invite. Hey lady, connect right here. This invites her to connect too low and she's gonna end up shaping back and pulling you down the floor, okay? And finally, leads, when you go backwards, try, unless you're doing Latin, try not to land on a ball of the foot. Think outside edge or an inside edge, depending on what angle you're dancing to. So I always want to go on the top of the foot. That gives me as lady more time to compress and then press myself, rather than if he goes back accidentally on a ball, that's a stopping action. So really the only time I would do that would be like some sort of checking figure. But usually we're traveling on the ballroom dances, right? So top of foot and then go. So that gives me as lady a chance to, oh, I feel where he wants me to go. And then I can lightly move myself. I guarantee she can move 100 pounds of her own weight much more gracefully and easily than you can gracefully lug a 100-pound bag of potatoes in the direction you want to go, okay? Final suggestion, don't squeeze too tight. I like to have a little play in here, so in case I do make a mistake as lady and I misinterpret what you are telling me to do with your body, that I'm not gonna hang on your arm, because as lady, I'm truly trying to not hang on him. I want to be light, I want to be responsive. If he allows a little play, that'll help me be lighter in your arm for you. So, elbows up, karate hand, wrist, back on, usually you're going on the outside edge when you go backwards. And again, the outside edge of the foot is here, not this is inside foot, and this is the top, okay? So I wanna go back, usually on the outside edge. This will help you give a natural left side lead instead of a left side lead. It'll help you put your left side forward by using your foot. And again, she's gonna feel that foot lead great. Anything upstairs is just above my center, and it's very hard for me to interpret what you're trying to tell me to do with your body. So, hope those tips have been helpful. Maybe just try one of them at a time. And if you liked today's video, press that like button. Thanks so much for joining me today. See you soon. Bye.